Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse. Today, we're going to be diving into episode 5 of season 1 of Young Royals. This is the penultimate episode of the first season. After episode 3, each episode has ended with a just big old twisteroony. Just a big old either reveal or shocking little moment. And I just don't know what to expect going into this too, especially after what we saw August witness and his reaction to it and the fact that he's got video of it. So with everything that's been going on there, I'm really curious to see how he's going to react to all of that. So let's just see what happens next, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction, or if you want to get early access to these episodes, or if you want to drop me a question at the end of each one of these, you can always do that over on Patreon. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote on what movies you react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me out down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 5. Here we go.
Hur mår du? Bra. Hur mår du? Bra. Förutom att jag har jättedålig andedräkt. Åh, fy fan. Vad luktar det? Vad gör du?
Oh my god. Can't say that I've never done that though.
Jag är uppe.
Jag vill bara påminna kompisen om att frukosten är slut om 5 minuter.
I think he already had breakfast today.
Vi kan skolka. Hos mig behöver vi inte smyga. Nej, vi kan inte skolka. Men du måste få det att se ut som att det kommer från bussen. Okej. Får inte göra någon frukost? Nej. Kanske skulle tänkt på det. Varför tog du inte med en macka? Wow.
So rude. Oh god. Is he just in disbelief? I mean, I would imagine so. Just sitting there watching it like that, maybe trying to wrestle with what to even do with what he just saw too.
Vad hände med dig då igår? Försvann det lite tror jag? Ja, vem vet alltså, det är full blackout. Minnesluckor. Jag vaknade upp i min egen säng.
He's like probing. I wonder if part of it, if he's trying to like, validate if that is true or not, what was the situation, what happened, or if it's also just like, would he even tell me? Like he found this thing out he wasn't almost supposed to know at all. So maybe he's going to feel like he can't be trusted with that information, or I don't know. He's just kind of like poking the outside. And I'm just so nervous about what's going to happen with that information, with how he's going to use it, considering all the other things going on in his life as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. But he is just kind of like, where'd you go? Oh, okay. Blackout? Yeah. Complete memory loss? Are you sure? Okay. Just because then, I mean, if he buys that story, then you're like, oh, well, what if he was taken advantage of? And then he tries to spin that against Seaman and all that kind of stuff. And then from there, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? Brought him some breakfast.
Var har du varit? Jag har försökt få tag på dig.
Ja, alltså min lur var död. Så.
Du sov ju inte hemma igår kväll.
Det gjorde jag inte.
Det är lite kris.
Ja, vadå då?
Alexander är avstängd.
Va? Varför då?
What the?
De måste ha plockat honom när han hade grejerna på sig.
Och du vet, vi hade en jävla massa droger.
Oh.
Om de frågar så har vi inte sett någonting, vi har inte hört någonting.
Nej.
Vi har inte varit på någon fest överhuvudtaget.
Jag ska se om jag kan snacka med Alexander. Jag kommer inte våga prata.
Well, that's why he wasn't in class.
De annonsa idag, nu. Det är du.
We can't catch a break, can we?
Nej, men det är klart alla röstar på dig ändå. Fast jag röstar på mig själv. Eller vad är det fel?
She's like, you voted for yourself? Why even bother? Oh God, what a group of friends. It's like, why are you even trying?
Jag visste inte att man skulle anmäla sig.
Nej, jag skulle ju sagt någonting. Vadå, vill du eller sådär?
Kanske.
Aww.
Hennes tärnor ska gå och rida i ridhuset. Så jump så. Är du redo? Är du redo?
Well, it's nice getting to see her hang out with everybody.
Det är som att han kände på sig att vi var som skulle mocka och sket lite extra bara för att jävlas.
Oh, her dad's asking if she wants to come over.
Honom från våra liv. Man får inte göra med Simon illa igen. Samvete bara för att man inte vill ha honom i sitt liv längre. Det är bara...
Det är viktigast att du mår bra liksom. Inte för han.
Tack.
That's tough.
När kommer du? Vill du komma på lördag?
Aww.
Jag säger du egentligen så här. Du kommer hoppa i det här vattnet. Det är kanske 2-3 grader där i.
At least all this seems to be going quite well so far, at least.
Det är kallt vatten idag! Ni vet.
Oh. Was that a... Oh no, I have feelings for him now too because of the kiss? Or is this oh no, I should probably tell her about the kiss. Yeah, I don't know. Because also she's now like, maybe I could be Lucia, or maybe I could be this. Maybe I've got friends now. Maybe she might actually try to be putting herself out there, and that might be a bit of that catalyzing factor to get her to do so. Oh, but then they could... I don't know.
Den är så fin.
Alltså, hon bara är sån. Allting ska hela tiden.
It definitely looks a little old-fashioned, that's for sure.
Ja, men vi brukar alltid klä upp oss på helgmiddagarna.
Men jag har bara det här.
Check it out.
Ja.
I know, right?
Men alltså, du får låna någonting av mig. Ja, oj, ja. Okej.
Aww. At least they're helping out.
Den här är ju så snygg.
Men är du säker?
Men ja.
And this doesn't feel like there's any other motives or anything like that. It does really feel like we actually kind of, everything did turn around. I'm so happy for her, because this is kind of what she wanted, you know?
Prisar dig, Herre vår Gud, världens skapare. Du skänker oss föda.
Hej.
So I guess he's perfectly fine coming here with his security detail and everything. I thought he would have to try to keep that from them, but he's just, maybe they don't know the ins and outs of it. But I mean, they've been kind of following around the entire time, even with them at the lakeside as well. They've gotta have a clue. They're like, oh, they're just really good friends. I don't know. Aww. How is all of this gonna blow up? It's been too happy for too long. Something's gonna come out just before the finale.
Mysigt.
Is it a big pause button? Canvas?
Det är lite svårt att se vem som är vem liksom. En heter i alla fall Olle. Den andra heter... Oski.
Is he coming up with the names on the spot, or is he really that flustered right now?
Den tredje heter... Fölle.
To drown out the noise.
Inte ska få höra.
I was going to say, like, his security's still here, his mom is still here. This is a pretty bold move. Well, on everybody's part to be real. So, like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not really all that concerned about it as much as I feel like he would have been or should have been, given the considering like the whole shakeup of his the expectations he's shouldering, the all of that. I don't know. Maybe not. Go for it. Like Villa seems to be completely unbothered by this scenario, while Simon's actually the one getting a little like on the defense at the moment. It's like the roles have reversed a little bit after that little evening.
Har du varit tillsammans med någon?
Nej.
Men du har varit kär? Aldrig.
Räknas hästar?
I mean...
Vill du inte dejta August längre?
Jag vet inte. Det är bara liksom inte... Det var inte riktigt som jag hade tänkt mig att det skulle vara.
Jag ens hade tänkt berätta från första början för att det är så pass obetydligt egentligen, men det känns som att det vore fel att inte göra det.
Oh, here...
Jävla idiot han är.
Men är du inte kär i honom?
Hade jag varit kär så hade jag nog varit ledsen nu.
Oh. One, yeah, okay, shocking little revelation there, or an unshocking one, I guess. But like, I'm so glad that it didn't like turn into a big old fuss. It might help that she's honestly just kind of using him as a bit of a rebound from her. Like all of these other things she had wanted, like Villa and the Prince kids and all this kind of stuff, and then being shot down from that. So she went to him for that temporary comfort, and it just happened to be this thing she just kind of leaned into a little bit. It's obviously what he's been wanting, but then he's also gotten super jealous about a bunch of different stuff and then doing the things that he did, but he also has a reputation that follows him around as well. So she's probably just not that shocked. But I just want to know what was in his head when he did it. I don't understand what he was trying to do there still. Like, I've posited a couple theories, I just don't know what the truth is. Aww. Please tell me they sent that to him. Oh God, yep. When your ex tries to kiss your BFF. Yo. Oh my God. That's brutal. But deserved. Holy shit. That was such a baller move. I'm so happy for Sarah, man. Even if she gave her mom some undue shit about stuff she literally can't control. It's good to see her finally fitting in and making friends, because that was something she was having such a hard time doing and she wanted so badly. And she was able to finally kind of get over that hump a little bit. Ah. Oh. Oh no.
Jag har pratat med Alexander.
Oh, Alexander update.
Han har bett oss hitta en lösning så att han slipper bli religerad. Om inte så kommer han berätta allt.
Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Ja, vem använder sig frivilligt till att slicka rektorn då? Nej, men så ärligt, är det någon som har något bättre förslag?
Kan skylla det på Simon.
Oh.
Extern, det var han som tog in drogerna från början, så det är rimligt. Eller hur?
Absolut.
No.
Han har inte sagt någonting.
Oh yeah, he didn't know about that.
Konstigt. Han har ju langat till oss i flera månader nu.
Oh my God, you piece of shit. I mean, the thing is, okay, I know what they're doing. They're protecting the group. We made a vow to protect one another, but they want to use Simon as the scapegoat, even though it is the truth. But that's also, he didn't know that. He didn't know Simon's been doing this stuff. He doesn't know that he's been selling drugs to the other kids here and all that kind of crap. It's this thing that's just kind of been buried, and now he's like, well, shit, do I even know this kid now? What do I do? Like, despite all of this, but August also knows the flip side of that because he knows the situation they're in. He's like, oh, you guys hang out a lot, don't you? You're surprised he didn't tell you that. So it is like this double-edged, not even double-edged, it's just this, you know, he's getting like 2 birds for 1 stone by doing that. It's also his blackmailer, so 3 stones. 3 birds? 3 birds, 1 stone, to just blame this all on Simon. You know, he's removing his blackmailer from the situation, though. I mean, equally so, Simon could be like, well, he's the person who bought them. Like, he gave them to him, to August. He didn't give them to Alexander. Alexander is just the one that took them away. So this could, I mean, it could go a number of different ways, but I didn't think about this avenue. I don't know why. I mean, I did kind of expect that to kind of blow up in his face at some point, but I guess I just kind of forgot about it in the lull of all of this, as far as it would pertain to him and Villa. So I don't know.
I'll take you shopping too.
Oh, now he can't shake it. It's gonna have to come out. He's gonna have to address it.
Tja, kan vi snacka? Hej.
Yep,
Ja.
here we are. That did not take long, thankfully. We don't have long, though, technically. So it makes sense they're not dragging certain things out.
Var det du som sålde pillerna?
He wants to hear from his mouth and not from August.
Så jävla lågt att langa.
Jag är ingen langare. Skojar du med mig?
Varför? Försöker du bli kompis med August? Eller vad är grejen?
Han är skyldig mig pengar.
Varför då?
För att jag sålde in sprit till honom. Det var till din nollning. Men han är tydligen helt jävla pank.
Är August pank?
Eller så gör han om det också.
Oh,
Inte
God.
fan vet jag. Du känner han väl. Du borde veta.
Oh God, he used the same. Oh God, he flipped it. Good. Oh my. Because he didn't know that aspect of August's situation either. So now we all need to really brainstorm something.
Jag kan inte bli utslängd från skolan. Ty vad det skulle innebära. Min mamma...
Så du kommer göra som de vill?
Nej, jag vill inte det.
Men du måste, eller vad?
Nej.
Så vad?
Yeah.
Det handlar inte bara om mig, det drabbar hela min familj. Det drabbar vårt rykte.
Men gör då.
Yeah, it doesn't just affect you. Hal, you could probably even get another pass. I mean, they don't have a backup anymore. You're the crown prince. That's going to happen no matter what. You're still young, you're still whatever, you still have your stuff, sure, whatever. And some people may not ever forget it or whatever, but like this would absolutely ruin his life. I feel like this would just be a minor speed bump in Villa's life. Depending on how they tackled all of this. He's a fucking kid in this school with a bunch of other kids who are, most of them are rich and can just get their hands on whatever the hell they want. Sure, they didn't like when he was out in public doing all that kind of crap, but like doing it in their backyard, so to speak. I don't know. It would be silly to really have that affect his life long term in that way. But for him, he doesn't have that privilege on a multitude of different levels here in this scenario. So he's like, yeah, so like, I got to think about you and your family, your reputation and your family's reputation, how that affects your family. And it's like, if this happened to us, there is no recovering from that, really. You know, we barely got here. You know, I get it.
Fan.
Yeah.
Jag är i en fucked up situation. Jag försöker snacka med dig.
Jag tänker inte skydda kungahuset bara för att prinsen fuckar upp.
Yeah. It's not that you needed to talk about it that caused the issue. It's how you talked about it that caused the issue.
Skulle du kunna kolla upp en grej om min syssling August? Det gäller hans ekonomi.
Oh, what will that change about their perspective? Like about if they find out about his financial situation, but he is just validating that. I don't know what that would alter about this situation. Maybe just a fact check that, you know, that Simon's not just, you know, throwing shade just to throw shade. Or is there something to be leveraged there? Oh God, what if he puts it all on August? Oh God.
500 pix på måndag.
August.
He keeps going back to that video, man. If he does go for August, he's got that video.
Rektor vill gärna tala med dig.
Oh, what happened? Why is he getting called to the headmistress's office?
Angående Alexander så, jag har inte hört någonting mer. Men jag kommer till dig så fort jag har någonting.
Fint.
Jag lovar.
Fast det var inte det jag ville prata om, utan det gäller terminsavgiften.
I mean, maybe nobody talked to anybody. Maybe it is simply about that.
Och nu så... Ja, det har tagits ett gemensamt beslut att du inte kan komma tillbaka till skolan efter jullovet.
Ooh, he's so close.
Men om ni inte kan betala kan inte ens jag göra något. Jag är ledsen. Jag lovar, det finns bra kommunala skolor. Vänta lite, August.
That sucks. I feel so bad for everybody, even though some people more than others maybe have brought some certain things onto themselves. And he's gotten out. He just had to agree to what his mom was talking to him about the liquidations. But he wasn't hearing none of that. Even she could have done that with or without his permission, I think, right? So... I mean, what's his plan to fix any of it? So say I feel bad for all these kids, man. Even August.
Försökte sälja till oss först. Frustrerad när ingen av oss ville köpa honom.
Simon, färdig. Han åker ut.
Precis. Och Alexander förstår.
Jag tycker att vi lägger det på Alexander.
Oh.
Försökte sälja på oss droger, men vi sa nej. Det kommer inte spela någon roll vad Alexander säger då. Vi blir 8 mot 1. Och det var han som åkte fast med drogerna.
Cut him out.
Alexander kommer klara sig. Han hamnar på någon skola i Schweiz.
Nu råkar det vara så att...
Yeah, he will be more fine. Fine. More fine than Simon for sure.
Du kan ju inte betala terminsavgiften.
Oh, fuck!
Det handlar om att mina tillgångar är låsta.
Nej. Det handlar om att du inte vill säga av Årnäs. För om du gör det kan du inte med i den här klubben.
Wow.
Vi har svurit och skydda kungahuset. Och jag säger, vi skyller på Alexander.
He is the crown after all.
Är det någon som är emot?
Va?
Nej. Bra. Det gör vi så istället.
There we go. Well played. Taking ownership of this little secret society right now. August, though, is continuing to have everything crumble around him. The girlfriend, his school, graduation, legacy, finances, everything.
Jag tycker det är viktigt att rektorn får veta att
Alexander i ettan erbjöd mig droger.
I feel bad for this Alexander kid still too, though. But god damn it, they're all kids, but can't get away with everything. But he was the first year that wasn't even allowed in, right? They just asked him to clean up everything and take it away. It's so shitty. It's all shitty. There's no... But like they said, he'll wind up in some school in Switzerland or whatever. It's just like what I was saying about them. Like whatever happens to any of them, you know, like they could survive it. They have the privilege, status, and all that to go through it. But now after this, what's he gonna do with that video?
Åh, fy fan.
What did she just take a shot of?
Fan, vad heter det? Här. Nej, men det är bara det typ...
Oh. I was like, are they just shooting soap or shampoo into their mouths? No wonder it tastes terrible. But it was mulled wine.
Men hon kan ju inte andas.
Okej, nej, det här går inte. Det går inte. Okej, bara ta av den, snälla.
Ta av den då. Hold on, I have an option for you, please.
She's just not gonna wear it?
Jag glömde mitt band i skåpet.
Jaha, skynda dig bara.
Okej, men jag möter dig där.
Okej.
Oh no. Is anything gonna happen on the way to your locker? Or... I'm so paranoid.
Vad är det här för någonting?
En klänning.
Du, ska du inte ta på dig den här då, som jag skickar dig?
She doesn't want to. And it doesn't... It's strangling her.
Jag måste göra mig klar nu. Så om du snälla skulle kunna gå.
Jag vill bara hjälpa dig.
Jag vet.
I'm glad she stood up for herself though.
Jag ville bara att du skulle veta det. Jag bara vill inte förlora dig. Du är den enda som jag känner att jag faktiskt kan prata med här.
Mm. We don't have a lot of time left in this episode. Oh shit, I was literally about to say we're going to cut back to him doing something, I'm sure. And it's probably exactly what I thought. This fucker is going to upload that video. But is he gonna upload it or play it on like the school system? Sarah, stop him! Aww. God damn it. I know despite how everything was going right there, I still had, and I had a hard time shaking it. I still had in the back of my mind this fear that we were about to have like a Carrie situation, and I'm so glad we didn't. Oh my God. I was just sitting there expecting pig's blood to just rain on her, but I was like, this was a last minute decision. There's no way they would have prepped for that, but who knows? Maybe it was, but that was just the cynical doubt in the back of my mind about how well this is all going for Sarah at the moment. Meanwhile, everything else about this has been spiraling in and out like a roller coaster for everybody else, though. So I guess it has been in a balance, but I'm just like, is that train going to come for her at all, or no?
Hej.
Jo, jag ville bara informera dig om att Hennes Majestät Drottningen har löst din terminsavgift.
Oh, wait, what?
Hur då?
Ja, det var kronprins Wilhelm som bad mig titta på det.
Despite looking in that and calling him out like that, Villa still helped him, asked for his family to help him, and I feel like that's some information he probably could have shared, but that may have weakened his stance back there, or at least his status back there when he was leveraging everybody. But oh my God, and now he's already done whatever he did at that computer station with his phone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. What is he doing here?
Wow, vad fin du är.
Och rektorn är informerad så att det ska vara löst.
Tack.
Ja.
Hälsa henne tack.
Det ska jag göra.
Maybe he can still take it down from whatever he did.
När Simon började titta förbi så tänkte jag att vad fan, alla förtjänar en andra chans.
Oh no.
Simon.
Well, there was that train I was talking about. The rain for her parade. This is not at all what I was expecting. or even thought was in the cards, even though they've been setting that up because he's been reaching out and pestering and talking, and Simon's opened that door, and now he's trying to keep on squeezing through. Son of a bitch.
Vad fan har du gjort, Simon? Du lovade.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! It started! No! Dude. Oh, that hurts my soul. August, his gut reaction to any kind of confrontation is to snap back or rebound or retaliate. And now he's just had that same reaction to everything else that was going on. To him being outed, to the group, to him, blah, 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 blah. Though I do think Villa should have probably said, don't worry, bud, I got your back. Maybe we could have came out of this a little bit better, a little stronger on the other side. But I don't know. It sucks so hard. Because, like I said, August has had his entire world continuously crumbling around him. Some things are his own fault. Some other things are outside of his control. He's trying to maintain some semblance of control. He's trying to hang on to his mask, his front, this status, this image of himself that's become even more and more false at every step, and more people are starting to see him for who he really is at the end of the day. And then he starts to take that out on everybody else around him. And now he's like, well, this guy, I was like, oh, we'll take that, Villa, if this is what you're going to do to me. Well, here you go. Uploading your secrets to the internet. Just to find out the only reason his ass is going to get to graduate is because of Villa. Ah, fuck, dude. And we end this episode, and again, another bombshell. And I knew it was coming. The moment that video existed, it was going to bleed out somehow. And here it is. Uploaded some random ass website that just got on. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably a popular website over there. I have no idea. I don't recognize the URL there. But yeah, and everybody's just like, this you. News reports is the prince is gay, and all this is going. Who's the other guy? Oh my God. Just everything, all these little things from everybody's little storylines, all kind of sprinkling, converging together and affecting everybody. Sarah talked to Felice about what happened with August. Again, provoking yet another rug pull from him. That one of his own making. But that was probably going to be inevitable either way, because she wasn't really into him. And he was... while that's not fair to him, it's not fair to her either, but it is this revelation. And I'm so glad that she didn't end up taking that out on Sarah and had the awareness of August, his reputation and everything, and her own feelings to not fault Sarah for that in the moment, and even to help her being able to break away from the expectations that are being thrust upon her by her parents. It's like, no, I'm not going to be Lucia. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to wear your dress. I don't want to do this. She's finally standing up for herself, from the horse to the all the different things with the grades and all these different things, all these different expectations her family has for her. She's just finally kind of done with it. And she's like, what? No, I'm going to have Sarah do that, because she didn't even know it was an option. Everybody else in the group was also talking about it. And then they still at least propped her up, gave her a dress as well, and just made her front and center for the whole thing. So she had this lovely little day. But then Simon's whole thing kind of came to rain on that once the father was like, hey, Simon came to visit me, so maybe I thought there's a second chance for me out there, so I wanted to come out here even though nobody reached out, nobody invited me, or nobody anything, and I'm surprised they even let him on the premises. And just came in here, and she wants nothing to do with you. Simon wants nothing to do with you. He just wanted to use you. That's the only reason he ever started going over there. And then that blowing up on the way that they had the downfall of Xander because he had to pick somebody to be the scapegoat to protect Villa and the rest of the people in their little secret society. And that's still a shitty situation, not to be like, oh yeah, definitely, like, down with Alexander. It's still shitty that they were even in that situation to begin with, and that they, like, chose to send him down that road, because remember, if he's the right person, he wasn't even allowed in the room. He wasn't even partaking in the drugs. He was just holding them for the rest of them, and then got blown down. I could be remember that completely wrong, though. I just remember there was the one kid who just didn't have a key, but he was also the messenger. And I think he was just the first year that was like, just kind of basically their butler. I could be getting the characters mixed up, but to protect Simon and to protect Villa and to protect August, that's the call that they made. So then you have to wrestle with the weight of all those decisions. And then just August making another reactionary move that he is now going to regret. I don't know what he expected, though, because if he at least in this headspace thought his only win right now would be to get closer with Villa, to get on the inside, get in his good graces, to be the second hand to the crown prince themselves, I don't know why else you would want to do that other than just this immature, irresponsible, emotional reaction, which, again, teenager, makes sense. But it just sucks because it's, I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is, too, no one, unless he comes out about it, is going to know who the fuck took the video. But it goes back to my previous point. Why is your crown prince on ground floor? That could have been an assassin. That could have been any number of, nefarious people just walking at ground level, and there's no protection there. I should be on the second floor at least. But, like I was saying, it was going a little too well for a little too long. Even for Sarah, who I thought was actually, for a hot minute, going to make it through this entire episode without having something bad happen. And then her dad shows up. That's kind of all I got, so I'm going to go ahead and check over on Patreon, see if we have anything. So Snellai asks, hi Omni, loving the reactions. I want to ask more questions for the episodes, but I don't want to spoil something for you. Okay. Just be careful what you say, and all things should be fine. Like for episode 4, I wondered if you would have rescued Willem from the football field like Simon, that choice. With how hot and cold Willem was with him, I don't know if I would have gotten out of bed for him, or stayed the night to take care of him. There's so many major points in this story that shifts the character's directions. Willem's fight, Eric's death, Simon answering Willem's drunk call, leaving the curtains open so much that he get back so easy, or leaving the curtains open so he could get back in easier, etc. Yeah, no, I kind of agree with you on that. Like, given everything that was going on and everything that had gone on up until that point, I don't know about the staying over or staying the night thing, but I definitely would have went to go check on him. If he was just in the middle of nowhere freaking out and having a moment, I'd be that guy to go check on him, I think. It's complicated, especially with how everything been, because there's going to be a temptation to be like, well, yeah, well, you brought that on yourself, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Like, you go that route, but, unfortunately, I mean, I've been in that position before, almost exactly that position before, and still begrudgingly went out despite everything. Because then I'd feel bad, because like I was the person they reached out to. So if anything terrible did happen, I feel like I would carry that guilt around, that I could have changed that course of action or changed that outcome, so that's probably what I would have done. Vivi says, fun fact, as I previously mentioned, Omar was in a hugely popular boy band in Sweden. The band had a couple different names, but one of them was FOOO, which was the first initial of each band member, but became FO and O when one of the members left the band. When Simon names the fish, it was ad-libbed. Well, I could tell in the scene that he was coming up with that off the top of the head there. Was a nod to his brothers, as those were their actual names for Felix, Oscar, and Oscar. Okay, that's cool. That's a cute little fun little factoid there. Yeah, I think I called it out in the reaction. You can definitely tell he's like coming up with those names on the spot. Lynn0816 says this episode has one of my favorite scenes. One clue: goldfish. It was a good scene. And then Scotty asks, is there anything that you could consider unforgivable? I find myself to be quite a forgiving person, so it's hard to say. It would really have to depend on what the situation is, like what happened, what did they do, who it was, and the why surrounding it. Like, those are all things I would take into consideration. I would say, like, what August did, You know, something that you're taking outside of what is just between you two and throwing something out there like that in this malicious way, I would put something like that pretty close to unforgivable. Like, murder would probably be high up on the list, if not like the one thing I could probably definitely write off as unforgivable. Like, you came after somebody I loved and you took them out of my life or anything like that. If you hurt my cats, you would not be walking away. I'll tell you that. But yeah, guys, that's kind of all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, get early access to these episodes, or if you want to drop a question or comment for me to read at the end of one of these videos, you can do all that over on Patreon. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out Adriana Maley, Angela Burr, and Lily Chan-Son. Thank you guys so much for your continued support and becoming saviors here on the channel and helping sponsor and support some of the rescues that we've been taking care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help. And as always, I want to shout out our channel legends: Eric Official, Adam Myers, Angel Hernandez, Annoying Waffle, Anthony, Armando Rosage, Ash, Captain Hoodie, Carrie Eckerl, Casey Wood, Christopher Anderson, Clara V, Codename Witch, Cody Vineyard, Corey Curry, Cosmonito, Greg Lozo, Sid, Cyber, Dairy Products, Daisy, Damasius, David Furstenberg, David, Denise Mauricio, Eliottam, Gidney, Ethan Denays, Fred Flora, Given Lewis, Gregory Toner, Havoc, It's Mushi, Jake Maltby, Jade, Jake Jordy, Jake Contrell, Jen, Jose Hernandez, Josh Quinnell, Julia Barrera, Cato, Kay Nosra, Carmen Wilmot, Leo, Liam Harrell, Lily Chan-Son, Lily Bullock, Luke Van Zeeland, Mandy Share, Max Buchek, Mel Fernal, Muggy Holes, Nicodemus, Nikki G, Noodle the Foodle, Ollie Hodges, Pam R, Paul Brown, Philly J, Robert Onguianu, Ross Linger, Russell Crockett, Ryan Morris, Scotty, Sewer Rat, Shirleo, Silver Tear Moon, Sleepy Stahali, Tyler Rayner, Uncle Tony, York Korskov, VV, Wallow Silvis, Wazlek, your boy G-Man, and Zach Hills. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's just for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.